of ours are keeping the bioform ships at bay, but they can't hold them off forever.
Getting remote telemetry from the away team tricorders. I'd recognize that anywhere. Our warp core resonant frequency is one of the readings.
They're bleeding us dry. But they're not just taking our power, they're routing it through the Cartabula.
That's the Resolute's warp core resonant frequency.
And these others?
That frequency matches the Titan's warp core resonance. And these two are the Kimball and the Lowell.
They're both Steamrunner class. Same engine platform.
They're just tuned a little differently. I must be getting information from the bioforming, but this warning, it means that it's struggling with the power stacked up at close frequencies.
The Cartabula can't handle the dissonance?
Maybe.
This is Westbrook. Are you reading these Starfleet engine signatures?
We are. And you need to see this. The Steamrunner class frequencies are causing problems for the Aphilion's energy source. Sending visuals now.
They're vulnerable. We have to use this.
You can break a wine glass if you play the right note loud enough.
Sir?
The Takan are so arrogant, they're letting us right in the front door with this energy drain. We can tune our warp core output to those frequencies. Get all our ships to do the same. Push it to maximum levels and we might be able to crack the wine glass, the Cartabula, and take their ship offline.
There is merit to the theory. But if we attempt this, it would preclude any other course of action.
It'll work. It has to.
If this is going to succeed, we'll need all Starfleet ships to pitch in. We aren't alone anymore. We need to leverage that.
I will create a high-energy static warp shell.
We'll need the away team to guide us to the right frequency.
We read you, Resolute. You're putting a lot of faith in us, Captain. That's a hell of a plan.
I've got faith in you, and the rest of this crew. Now let's give them hell!
Yes, Captain.
I found an ejector team for the Cartabula.
So we can disengage it, just like we did with the Zeldy's warp cores.
Yeah, but it'll only activate if this thing gets completely overloaded.
So we gotta take it right up to the edge of destruction.
We are increasing the warp core resonant frequency now.
You can't do this. You'll destroy everything I've waited for.
If that thing wants to take over, it's going to have to go through the both of us. And I'm not going to let that happen. You hear me?
You can help me get the job done. That's the fight that matters most.
But it's not the only one.
Is something wrong?
No, we're fine.
Do you see our output frequency changing?
We do.
What is the impact on the Aphelion systems?
It's not enough. We need to push this thing harder. We need more power.
Inertial dampeners are failing.
Warp output at 85%. They're taking the bait. Now we need the rest of the fleet.
Open a channel to anyone left on our side.
Opening a channel.
This is the Resolute. We're sending instructions to all ships to output maximum warp power at the designated frequency. We believe this will disable the Aphelion.
We don't know that. All we know is it'll siphon off our energy much quicker. You're leading us to disaster. Are you out of your mind? That has given them exactly what they want.
Our strength in Starfleet comes from our ability to work together, especially when everything is on the line.
I can get behind that, Captain Rydek. We're adjusting the Titan's warp output to match the Resolute's. I suggest the rest of you do the same.
That's it. They're falling in line.
This is the Takahashi. Adjusting our engines now.
The Cartabula, it's compensating, counteracting our interference. But some of these other frequencies are causing spikes too. I'm gonna find a new target range for the Resolute. Try this out. Here. This one's hitting the hardest. If they all converge here, it'll provide the maximum disruption to the Cartabula.
Got it. We want to overload this thing, push it to the brink, but not past it. You sure about this frequency? If we go too far, we won't just be destroying the Cartabula.
Sometimes you just gotta go on faith, Millie.
I have faith in you. That's enough. Sending data to the Resolute.
The away team has sent us an updated target resonance. Sending it to engineering now.
We are now running our core at 105% of recommended capacity. If we try to meet that frequency, we will generate a harmonic imbalance of our own and risk a warp core breach. I must warn you, these are precisely the engine conditions that Captain Solano's experiment brought about. A runaway reaction is a dangerous possibility right now.
Thank you, Mr. Chovak. But I'm not Solano, and this is no experiment. I need you to match the frequency and increase the output.
Very well, Captain.
We got an overload here.
It's at the breaking point.
What's happening? We got a problem. It's not gonna eject. We have to disengage the Cartabula manually. We lit this fuse. We gotta make sure it doesn't go off the wrong way. If we can pull hard enough on those levers, it'll dislodge this thing.
destroy everything.
We have full power.
And the Aphelion is shutting down.
Returning warp reactor to nominal output levels.
The Takan are running off reserve power now.